Hello. Today we are on tip. Let me double check number seven. Seven. Yes. So we are talking about your desktop today. So remember the desktop on your computer is just like kind of like the desktop that your computer sits on, whether that's in your office or your home. Um, do you and this is individual to a certain extent, but for the most part, most people work better when they have a clear space, um, and only have the things in front of them that they need to use. So, do you keep random stacks of paper that have nothing to do with what you're working on now on your desktop of your physical desktop? Like right here. um, do you keep your, I don't know, tax return from 2019 on your desktop printed out? Probably not. So that's why I'm saying let's do the same thing with your desktop on your computer. Um, Keep it clear. Um, Maybe put a fun photo on it that makes you smile. So I'm just going to switch over to full screen share. So this is a favorite picture I have of my son walking towards one of the geysers at Yellowstone. So, like, if I had um, a bunch of icons all over my desktop, would I be able to see him? No, and enjoy this photo. But the way I have it set up is I have certain things that I go to my desktop to look for. One is being my recycle bin. My other one is my scanner. Really only works from right here. And this is the pictures where it goes. I have a shortcut that takes me to my photos. And then I have a few different programs that I use on a regular basis, but not so much that I want to keep them down here in my, but did you know that you can, if you want, this is your taskbar. Some people have it at the bottom, some people have it at the top, but you can, and again, I'm on a Windows, but very similar things can happen on your Mac. And I will do a video about the Mac later. Right now, my duplicate cleaner I have open. So why I have that open, that's something I use, if not every day, several times a week. So I have that pinned to my taskbar. I don't need that on my desktop because I have it pinned in my taskbar. But all you do is when it's open, right click on it, this dialog pops up and says you can unpin or close it. Now, some things I don't use very often, maybe once a month, maybe not, is Album Stop. But when I am working on it, I'm getting in and out of it, maybe like to work on an album. So that's why I keep that on my desktop instead of having to go down here and search or scroll for it. So if there's things like Excel or Word or your label creator or whatever, your scanner, I would keep them, if you're getting to them on a regular basis or when you need to get to them, you need to get to them on a quickly. Keep them on your desktop or in your taskbar. But there's really no reason to keep documents here unless it's for a short-term project. So honestly, this edited folder is where when I'm doing something from Lightroom and I just need to do a quick edit, I export it to here. And that's why, but as you can see, it's empty. It's just a folder I keep there for when I'm working on a project. If another way to look at your desktop is it's also going to be, if you click on your PC, you can also click on desktop and it'll show you what you have on your desktop. So if you want to, it'll tell you if it's a folder or a shortcut. And you can also remove things here or directly from your desktop. One other thing I just wanted to point out is if you want to change the backdrop on to a favorite photo, or you just want it plain, all you have to do is right click on your mouse, hit personalize, and you can say, I want it to be a solid color. I want it to be a picture. I want it to be a slideshow. Now that I've never done before, but I don't keep pictures in the picture folder, so that won't work for me. But you can easily say, I just want it to be a solid color. I want it to be a hot pink background. Now that's a little much. Or if you have a custom color, you really know, you can go down and say, I know the custom color for one of the Hope Organizing's custom colors is 3C9B36. And now it's the color, one of the colors in Hope Organizing's logo. And now I have just a plain green background. Or if you wanted to be a picture, like before, I had the logo for my upcoming course, Digital Organizing Essentials. You can choose whether it fits, but I encourage you to personalize the background on your desktop to make it so you want to see it, and that will help you keep from putting a bunch of random items on there. If you currently just have a bunch of random items on there and you don't want to delete without thinking about it, what I would do is click on New Folder and say clean up 2021 0609, because we talked about file names yesterday. And then literally just drag everything in there. And then you're not seeing it. And if you're like, oh yeah, I do want that, you can put it back out. And after a while, you can just delete everything out of there. Hope that helps you clear off your desktop. I would love it if you would share your clear desktop photos. Have a great one.